Hey, cool gamer. Happy Saturday. How are you? I hope you're enjoying this beautiful Saturday. I hope it's beautiful where you are. I hope the weather is nice. To each and every one of you who are passing through this live, hope you've had a great day. Continue to have a good Saturday. If your Saturday hasn't been good so far, take this time right now and turn it around. Turn it around. Make the decision to turn it around. It's been a good day. It's been a pretty day. And hopefully we continue to have a great weekend. A great weekend, everybody. What are you guys doing? What are you up to? What are you doing? And have you taken some time to relax today? Have you taken some time to relax today? Hey, bros. Hey, bros, little adventurers. How are you, bros? What are you up to, bros? I'm sure it's nighttime. It's nighttime where you are, right? It's evening here. It's evening here. The sun is still up, but the sun will be setting in a little while. It'll be setting in a little while. Hello to you 32 people in the chat. Drop down in the chat and say hello. Say happy Saturday. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know how you're doing. I am just in bed. Okay, you're just in bed. It's 11:16. I figured so. I figured it would be about time for you to be in bed. It's about time for a lot of people to be in bed. What did you do today? What did you do today, bros? Did you have an enjoyable Saturday? Did you have fun today? I hope you did. I hope you did. Whatever you did today, on this Saturday, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you had fun today. Okay? I hope you had a lot of fun today. And I hope that you have a good day tomorrow. A good day tomorrow. Look, get up early. Get you some good breakfast. Plan out the rest of your weekend if you haven't already done so. Because it'll be Monday before you know it. It'll be Monday before you know it. It will, it will, it will. Rose, you are 4 hours ahead of me. You're 4 hours ahead of me. That's not too much. That's not too much. So when it's like 7 a.m. your time, it'll be like 3 p.m. my time. 3 a.m. my time. You'll be getting up probably. Over here, we'll be getting our last couple of hours of sleep. Look at the shadow. Look at the shadow. I hope you guys have moved today. I hope you guys know to move for at least 30 minutes consistently, non-stop today. 30 minutes. There are 24 hours in a day. All it takes is 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes of non-stop movement. 30 minutes of non-stop movement is all you need. If you want to do more, do more. 'Hey, I see it. Hey, Jill. Hey, Jill. Welcome to the live. Oh, he want to bark at me. Don't you bark at me. I bet he said, you better leave me alone. You better leave me alone. He came all the way around to the other side. He's a bad one. He's a bad one. He came all the way around to the other side to meet me. I can't do anything with him. I got something that can do something. I'm cooking but listening to the class. Okay, Jill. I'm not doing much talking. There's not really anybody in here. A few people have come through. But I'm just still walking, hoping to encourage somebody to walk. Walk and talk. If you can walk and you can talk, you're doing good. If you walk and you can't talk, you're still doing good. We're going to work up to that. Like I said the other day, sometimes it's good not to talk. Sometimes it's good to just walk. Walk, take in the scenery, pay attention to what's going on around you, to the changes, to the things that are staying the same. Kind of like when you're anywhere. When you're in the same old places, you still have to be careful and pay attention to what's going on around you. You have to pay attention to the background, the front ground, the side grounds. You have to pay attention to everything and everyone, the moving parts around you. You have to pay close attention to the moving parts around you. Sometimes just a simple deviation in the way things move is enough to make you say, I don't want to go that way. A simple deviation in the way things move can be enough to make you change directions. For that reason, sometimes it's best not to talk. Just listen. Listen and observe. Listen and observe. Use your spidey senses. You don't even always have to use discernment to realize that things are different around you. So whenever you're in a familiar environment, still pay close attention. Pay close attention to what's going on around you. The simplest change can be reason for concern or reason to just, move differently. Maneuver differently. It feels so good out here. Another pretty day. It is spring now. Another pretty spring day. There's so many blooms out here. So much is blooming. Pink, I see pink, white, yellow, off-white, green, all types of blooms. I've only been on here 16 minutes. 16 minutes. It seems like I've been on about 30. About 30. We're going to make probably one good full lap. And by then, it should be 30 minutes. Hey, Joshua. Joshua says, Highlines Pride, High Cool Gamer. How are you, Joshua? How's your Saturday going? Y'all, believe it or not, I have to walk. Y'all know these allergies tear me up. So even on a pretty day, sometimes I stay inside. But it was just so pretty today, I had to come outside. I came outside with my mask. It's so funny because, like I was telling the chat the other day, I was wearing masks before masks were masks. Because these spring allergies, they whoop my butt. They whoop my butt. So I wore a mask before 2013 because in the springtime, as pretty as it is outside, these allergies whoop my butt. I'm good. Everything is awesome. Saturday, quiet rain. It's raining this morning. Okay. I can stand some rain because when it rains, it washes all this stuff away for a little while. You know, it washes the pollen, and the tree pollen, and all the other stuff that comes out during the spring. It washes this stuff away. And it clears, it clears it up for me for a couple of days. Until the pollen counts start to just go ahead and dwindle out and stay down. But early spring, like late winter, early spring, pollen is a mess. Pollen is a mess. And for all those who have like year-round allergies, ragweeds, pollen is not just all pollen. Some of these grass allergies hit people in the summertime. The grass allergies. There's so many grass allergies. So summertime, I'm usually good. I'm good, knock on wood. It's the springtime that kicks my butt. Spring. Have any of you guys ever taken an allergy test to figure out what it is exactly that you're allergic to? And then when you take the test, sometimes you see things that you're allergic to that like foods, like you had no idea. You didn't even know. And fortunately, they haven't really bothered you. Because when you go to an ENT, ear, nose, throat doctor, you're having all these allergy problems. If you're having them a lot, they typically suggest, allergy testing. And they test for a whole barrage of things, a whole gamut of things. And oftentimes you find out that you're allergic to things that don't seem to bother you when you encounter them. Peanuts, the nuts, the tree nuts. And you're like, I eat peanuts just fine. So, then there are other things that they may tell you as far as the food allergies go. And you're like, I've never had a problem with it. And wouldn't it be just a thing, as soon as they tell you, it seems like subconsciously you start to say, well, maybe I did do this and maybe it did make me do that. Or maybe, maybe it truly did. And you didn't think of it as an allergy, though. You didn't think of it as an allergy. You just thought it doesn't sit well with you sometimes. Sometimes when something doesn't sit well with you, it's honestly that you're allergic to it. Joshua says, did you know Lady saw Bounty? Hold on, what is that? Lady saw. Joshua, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's a cute little boy. He's still talking to her. Joshua, I have no idea what you're talking about. And me being younger at that time makes no sense to what you're talking about. I see him. He's not ready to go. Y'all, it's so funny. These two little girls are how many of you guys remember like walking your neighbor home or walking your neighbor halfway home when you were kids? These two little girls are they're walking each other home. Like one is walking the other one halfway home, and one of them has a little toddler. Like he's like a year and a half, maybe two. He may be two. He might be 2 years old, and he doesn't want to leave. It's time for them to turn around and go back, and he does not want to leave. I remember those days, having your siblings with you and your siblings not wanting your friends to go home. Y'all, if any of you guys have little sisters or brothers, have you ever walked like your friend home, or it's time for your friend to go home, even if you didn't walk home, walk them home. It's like their parents picked them up. And it's like your little sister and brother have a fit. They have a fit when it's time for your friend to leave. It's like it's their friend. They get attached to them just like they're their sibling as well. Okay, Joshua. Well, I'm not really into that like that. I don't know about reggae music like that. I hear what I like. I like some of what I hear, and that's it. I don't dig. I don't dwell off into it. I don't really dig off into any music. Not nowadays. Not really any day. When it comes to certain artists, I like certain artists, but just even their particular genre, I don't know all this. I don't even know all that stuff. But how about you have a live and have that discussion? You can have a live about music genres, reggae music, dance hall music. That would be a great live for you to have. Because reggae it's a real popular music. And I do know that a lot of people are into dance hall music. So that would be a great live for you to have. You gotta make sure you get a good title, a good thumbnail. Hello. He is. He's pretty. That would be good because you've asked questions about that over here before and nobody really knew much about it. So since you do go live, I figured that would be a good topic. You got to make sure you put a good title to draw people in. Or at least draw enough people in. You know, you don't have to have a lot of people to have a good discussion. You don't have to have a whole lot of people in order to have a good discussion. I like having just the right amount of people in so that you can monitor the chat and you can guide the conversation, you know, the way you want it to go. Because people will come into your conversation and you'll be talking about A, B, and C, and they'll bring up X, Y, and Z. Or they'll bring up something totally out of whack. Now, if it's a free-for-all, like a free-for-all Friday, that's one thing. That's good. That's cool. Or if it's something that's totally interesting, like 90% of the chat's into it, that's good too. Like, it doesn't have to be planned. Like, you can have, sometimes you just throw out stuff. Just throw out stuff. You know, a lot of times people say they find more, they get more out of their lives if they plan the live, plan their topics, have their topics, and kind of even do an outline. Then you have other people who, they just free willy. They free willy-nilly. And that works best for them. I like to do it like that too. I like to mostly just, if I do have a certain topic, I'll put it in the live. But sometimes you'll have a topic and you still end up somewhere else. But that's okay if the bulk of the chat flows that way. My silent music live Saturday morning, 8 to 9. You had a silent music live this morning? I didn't get the notification if you did. Or are you saying that that's your intent? You're going to start to have those. I bet little Rose is gone to sleep. I bet he's gone to sleep. He was in the bed. Rose said it was 11:15 p.m. And I know he's probably falling asleep because he hadn't said anything else since he told me what time it was. See, even kids can contribute to the conversation. A lot of times kids bring the best conversation to the chat. A lot better than some of the adults. And I don't even know why they say they have you to put not made for children when children still come anyway. They come anyway. And that's okay because we don't do anything extraordinarily too advanced for kids. And a lot of times these days kids are very advanced, but we don't do anything that's too much for kids. We try not to do that. Cool Gamer says, hi Joshua. Cool Gamer, I'm glad you're still here. You darted back in, I appreciate you. Cool Gamer, do you ever go live? Do you ever go live? I've seen your channel. I've seen things, but I've never seen you go live. And I don't remember. Okay, somebody's asking for directions, y'all. I don't even know the place. I really don't even know the place he said. And he said something, he pointed, and I said, yeah. Do y'all ever do that? You hear somebody say something or they ask you a question, and if you don't really know them, you just like, yeah. You better be careful to what you say yeah to, huh? I knew he was talking about a location, but I'm like, I didn't want to talk though. You have to be careful to what you say. It doesn't even have to be somebody you don't know. A lot of times it's somebody I know. Sometimes they're asking you questions and you're like, you're busy or your mind is on something else. And it's not that you're ignoring them, but you're kind of trying to pay attention to what it is that you're doing. And you just kind of like, yeah, okay. Or when you catch someone they're asleep. We used to do our parents like that. Especially my mom, she used to sleep. She was a good sleeper, she would get good sleep. And whenever we wanted to go to the store, the local store that was near the house, we'd be like, Mom, can we get whatever out of your purse? I remember those days fondly. And she would be like, yeah, or whatever. So she wakes up and we're eating this or we're eating that, and she knows that it wasn't something in the kitchen. And she's like, y'all been up to that store? Where you get the money from? Where you get the money from? And I could tell y'all, I could lie to y'all and say we didn't lie sometimes and say it was just our money. We saved it, we had saved up. But being bad kids, sometimes we lie because we never got enough that we couldn't tell her the truth. We never got enough that we couldn't tell her the truth. Sometimes we lie. Well, sometimes we be telling the truth though, because sometimes aunties give you $5, uncles give you $1 or $2 here or there, especially when you're little. You put it in your piggy bank, and so yeah, we'd be like, we had some saved up, Mama, and we went to the store. And sometimes, but most of the times we told the truth, and we'd be like, we got it out of your purse. And she'd say, you got it out of my purse? When did I tell you to go into my purse? When you were sleeping. That was a sure way to get a scolding or a whooping, depending on how much you got. Because she would always say, y'all know not to ask me anything while I'm sleeping. Y'all know not to ask me anything while I'm sleeping. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try and get over on me while I'm sleeping. When you're asleep, you're not really telling people, what they want to hear to get rid of them. You're asleep. You're groggy. You're sleepy. There's no telling what you'll say. There's no telling what you'll say. And people who talk in their sleep, They sometimes tell on themselves. I think I'll talk about that one day. Sleep talkers. Talking in your sleep. Have you ever been told that you talk in your sleep? Have you ever been told that you talk in your sleep? And if you have, what's the craziest thing they've told you you said? Or what's the weirdest thing that they've told you you said? But you know, sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I guess it depends on who tells you that. You can't always believe people when they say you talk in your sleep. Sometimes the person will tell you that just in order to, you know, hem you up. They'll tell you that just in order to hem you up. They'll tell you something crazy that you said in your sleep. And you sit there and you're like, it's no way. It's no way I said that. And sometimes they have you second guess yourself. Because after all, they say you said it in your sleep. So the sun is finally setting. Another little pit bull. It seems like all of my neighbors have pit bulls. They have pit bulls or oh my gosh, what's the other name? Dalmatians. They have Dalmatians. I have like about 3 neighbors who have Dalmatians. Dalmatians are big, beautiful dogs. They're protective dogs too. Very, very protective. Like little mini horses. That length and that height of a Dalmatian. Most Dalmatians. Make them beautiful dogs. Make them beautiful dogs. What are they doing? Oh, I got you. I got you. They're having a party? Oh, no wonder there's so many cars. They're getting started early. Yeah, early for around here. Most of them start, if they have a little party or get together, it's like around, yeah. But we got to remember the time has changed. Yeah, got to remember that the time has changed. The sun hadn't quite set yet. It's starting to set, but it's still, you can still see it a little bit. So the sun here, you can still see it, and you can see the moon. So my neighbors are having a party. The good thing about the parties that they have, they aren't loud. They aren't loud and extreme. No, it's Saturday. People want to have fun. That's a good thing. Having a party on a nice Saturday. Nice Saturday evening, night. It's clear. It's been pretty all day. Kick back and unwind on this Saturday night and have a small party. It's not a big party. It's small. It's quite a few cars, but it's not like it could be. It's not like it could be. He doesn't want to help you. He's being lazy. I see that. My neighbor's little son is just standing there with his hands folded. Well, I tell you the truth, it's hard to find good help these days. It's hard to find good help these days. Look at him. Look at his dimples. Shoot, it is hard to find good help these days, y'all. It really is. Whether it's from your family, your friends, your acquaintances. The main ones who complain about people not helping them are the main ones who won't help somebody. Now, if he goes in the house and says, Daddy, I'm hungry, and if Daddy doesn't want to cook, he gonna look at Daddy like he's the worst daddy ever. But Daddy's saying, help me pull this on here, and he's looking like, I don't want to do that. He's a small fella, though. He's a small fella. He's looking like he don't want to do that. Good afternoon, Tafiki. Is that it, Tafiki? I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. Tafik. It looks like Tafik. I said Tafiki. No, it looks like Tafik. Good afternoon. How are you? And I apologize for not saying your name correctly. I think it's Tafik. But yeah, it's hard to find good help these days. It's so hard to find good help, you don't even want to ask anybody for help. Like I said, the main ones who complain are the main ones who don't help anybody. That was just funny though, because that was his little boy. And he looks like he's tired though. He looks like he's been doing a lot of yard work today. And he's just over it. And he's tired. It's too pretty to still be outside doing yard work, okay? Do it early in the morning. Do it early in the morning so that you can chill out. But a lot of people wait until late in the evening because it's nice out, it's pretty out, it feels good. The sun has set or is setting, so you don't have to worry about it being so hot, especially this time of the year. Now in the summertime, the best time to do your yard work is early in the morning. Early in the morning, and I know you guys know that because it's too hot. It's too hot to be trying to do yard work in the evenings, and you better not do it in the afternoon. You surely better not do it in the afternoon. So I guess now, it's so funny because I don't know if y'all could tell, but I have that mask on because of my allergies, and I've taken it down, and I'm hoping to not start to sneeze. That's my thing. That's what they do to me. They have me sneezing like crazy. And when it's really bad, it's the sneezing, the itchy throat. Oh my goodness. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But you can find things, you can find ways around it. You can find things to combat it. That's the good part. But you don't always want to take something. You don't always feel it. Sometimes you leave home and you forget to take your allergy medication. Shoot, sometimes you just forget to take it. And you got to cover your nose, keep your mouth closed, and hope to get through it. Hope to get through it. I want to thank you guys who joined me. Several people came through here earlier, and I appreciate you. Those who said something and those who didn't. And if I haven't given you a shout out on my community wall, most likely I have sometime in the past, or I will. Most likely I have sometime in the past, or I will do so again. So I want you to have a great rest of your Saturday, a great Saturday night. And I definitely hope that you have a great Saturday morning. Sunday morning. Hope that you have a great Sunday morning. And I hope that your weekend has been all that you needed it to be. I hope that your weekend has been all that you needed it to be. To those of you from other areas, other places who come through here, I appreciate you. Whether you're from the States, I have a lot of people that come through here from India and Indonesia. I appreciate you. Whether you're from Africa, Australia, wherever you're from, I appreciate you for coming through and spending a few minutes or a few seconds, however long it was that you spent with me today and any other day that you've come. So on that note, I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Peace, positivity, and prosperity in all that you do and all that you think about doing in all your endeavors. And if you're going through a rough patch, relax, release as much as you can, regroup, refocus, restart, and all that you can't control, leave it to God and control the part that you can control. Leave it to God and control the part that He allows you to control. So don't let people bother you, and don't leave this app or any other app or any place with more stress than you entered with. Okay? Okay? Don't do it. And always, always take care of you. And always, always, always motivate you, because no one will do it like you. Encourage you, uplift you. You are your greatest source of support. Sometimes we all need a little helping hand. You know, we need a helping hand. But you're your greatest source of support. So use you. Use yourself. Use yourself. Encourage others. Encourage others. If you find that you can't encourage yourself, a good way to do that is to encourage others. The words that you use to encourage others will allow you to encourage yourself. So on that note, bye y'all. I'll see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Monday. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh. What did I do? Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought it ended.